And if God is here liberating us from the shackles of death, then there is nothing else in all of creation from which God cannot set us free. From evil bullies bent on crushing our spirits. A job that is draining the very life from us. A relationship that is killing us. Fears that paralyze us. Disease that is destroying us. Economic hardships that never seem to end. Depression that never lets go. One of the great things about being a pastor is how I have the awesome privilege to witness this good news all of the time. Someone loses their job. They come to me believing it is the end of the world. But a year later, working a new job, they share with me that losing that job was the very best thing that could have happened to them. Someone else comes to me and says that their marriage has fallen apart. And that they are partly to blame. They said they thought life as they knew it was over. But a few months later, they tell me that they are beginning to realize that although they cannot go back to the good old days, they have plenty of good new days ahead.
I trust that even when I said I am sorely afflicted, and when I said in my alarm, no man can be trusted.
Someone comes to me sharing their deepest fear. The fear of being known for who they really are. The fear of rejection and ridicule. Then I see them a short time later, and they tell me how they have been surprised by unconditional love and unreserved acceptance. People call me to share their doctor's grim diagnosis. They say that they had just received a death sentence. But a short time later, I visit with them, and they tell me that they are beginning to understand that being alive and whole have very little to do with physical well-being. Thus, like Lazarus, in this incomplete and fragmented world where death, divorce, disease and hate entomb us, we can be loosed. We can be freed, and we can be unbound. We can come out and let go and celebrate the good news together. Where there is incompleteness and brokenness, there can be wholeness. Where there is tyranny of the mind, there can be freedom of the heart. Where there is an imprisonment of the soul, there can be a liberation of the spirit. Where there is grief and despair, there is hope. And where there is death and even decay, there is always life.